Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, of course. So make sure you subscribe to my content in order to get weekly videos and so on. So I am making a lot of changes on here, and I'm going to be starting up doing some podcasts at the end of April. I have a new website that's going to be coming out soon as well. So I will be informing you of when things are happening. So make sure you are tuned in and subscribed. So I'm going to talk about what's coming up this week for the 21st to the 27th of March every day. We are moving into April already. Oh my God. So this is a time really look back on the past few weeks to see what you have been through. What did you end? What did you accomplish? You're not going to be feeling the same now as you were at the beginning of January. How many of you feel different? How much have you grown from this and evolved? Like you're going to know it. You're going to feel it. So the good thing about this is Mercury retrograde is ending this week. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. But we do have that post shadow until the 9th of April. So you'll find that things are going to start to calm down more. Communication is going to open up much better. The glitches technically are going to get better. So that's what I like about it. You know, how many of you guys are like, oh my God, I had all of these breakdowns of this, and that? That's the retrograde delays, setbacks. That retrograde wanted you to slow down and take your time with things to resolve things. So we are moving into the equinox, autumn season, spring season that just started, depending where you're at. This is a new beginning as well. There's always new beginnings, you know. It doesn't have to be because of, you know, some like cosmic this or cosmic that. We can create new beginnings at any given time when we're truly ready to step forward. So you're going to start to see what you are working on, especially this time, whatever it is, a routine, a project. You're going to see what you're starting now in the next 6 months coming through. So if you're starting like a brand new project right now, or if you're like, you know what, I'm about halfway with my project, you're going to really see the impact on that 6 months from now. So this is why I always say set goals, set new goals, you know, long-term goals, short-term goals, and so on. So this is going to be a very transformational week for you. There's been karmic endings, which can be a little emotional. You know, we end certain connections, relationships. It could be with anybody. You know, we could still be healing from that. So again, just don't rush anything. Keep things flowing and be really, really honest with what has transpired, what has happened. Who did you let go of? Who did you release? You know, a lot of truth was coming to the surface with things. So it very well could get a little bit more emotional as we start reviewing things. You know, we're still feeling the after effects of that new moon on the 19th, 18th, 19th in Pisces. You know, that brings emotions. It also brings your intuition a lot stronger. I'll have to go back to my past video and watch because I talk about the energies even more detailed. So this is when you're going to be seeing your worth more. You know, you're going to be like, I don't need that. I'm done. I want my raise. You promised me a raise, or you can't treat me like that. I know my worth. You're going to see that even more. And you're going to be reflecting back even more on past lessons learned and really nurture your connections, you know, your soul tribe, certain people that mean a lot to you, you know, nurture that. You know, we can get busy, you know, our schedules can get busy, our lifestyles can be busy and such. And I mean, gosh, there's lots of people I'd like to chat with and meet up with and all of these things, but because of my schedule and that, it's pretty busy. But we can reach out. How you doing? Things like that. If you have time to go spend with people you love and see how they're doing, do that. So you very well could see a lot of things happening right now. That eclipse season ended on the 19th, but you will see, you're going to be like, wow, I'm just not the same. I changed. I feel different. I'm not doing that anymore. You could have made big decisions that shocked people that, oh my gosh, as long as you're staying true to you, that's what matters. The only thing that matters. You'll find on the 23rd and the 24th of March, it's going to be really important to listen to your heart. Breathe in, breathe out, put your hand over your heart. Look where your purpose is. Ask, what's my purpose? Your heart will tell you. So you're going to find that things could be very flowing much better for you. And you're going to have more courage to start doing things that you truly want to do. Start writing it down. Focus on what you're behind in. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm behind in chores, I'm behind in paperwork, I'm behind in my projects, I'm behind in like whatever it is. Focus on that and get it done and out of the way and complete it, because you're going to be finalizing things this week. It could be signing contracts. It very well could be like finalizing plans. Maybe you're booking a trip somewhere. Maybe you're finalizing something that you've been working hard on, a project or whatever it is. So you're going to be more in that. You're going to be like your new self. Your true self is going to be emerging even more and more and more. So look back on certain things you're really drawn to. This background here is Scotland. I love Scotland. It's so beautiful. Very drawn to going over there again. Not right now, of course, with the world being crazy, but just really pay attention to certain things like that, because you are going to see your destiny unfolding even more this week. Listen to your heart, listen to your heart. What direction do you want to move towards in? That eclipse showed a lot of things, brought a lot of unexpected things, shocking results, things like that, and the universe can create a lot of magic in the air. Like all of a sudden you're like, what? Oh my, what? All of that type of thing happened for reasons. You're not the same person. I'm not the same person. We're the same person, but certain experiences that we have in life change us, shapes us into who we are today. So you can't judge other people. I'm going to point the finger because don't do that. You don't know that person's journey. You truly don't. You really don't. You're going to be standing up more for yourself, standing more in your power this time. That transformational process within your soul has been major. Some of us have jumped through leaps and bounds and huge quantum leaps during this eclipse season. This is going to happen this week for you as well. You're going to honor yourself more. You're going to start respecting yourself more. Really change what you're like, oh, I'm still stuck on this. I want to change this. I want to change that. Don't worry about how. Just start taking those steps to start making these changes. You'll see results. Like I said, what you're working on this week, you'll see that coming to more fruition within 6 months from now, whatever it is. That's up to you. So as we move into the 25th and 26th of March, you very well could be healing. So certain things you might be still letting go of, karmic endings in any direction, but you're going to be authentic. You're going to be more yourself. Really pay attention to news incoming during this time. You very well are going to get some important news coming. Maybe you're going to be like, oh my God, I got the job, or oh my God, I just signed, I got the agreement done, or I've just bought a new house, or like whatever it is. You know what I mean? Important news incoming for you during this time. So you could be signing new contracts, making karmic agreements, long-term commitments you might be signing up for, making certain decisions, you know, signing, getting a new car, signing up, I just got a new house, signing up certain things. But they very well could be like bigger decisions. So you're going to be facing more difficult situations as well right now. Always be careful and know what you're signing. You have to sign something, you're like, I don't know, let somebody read it and explain that to you. Get a lawyer or legal advice if need be. Talk more about it. You're going to be really committing to something more important for yourself. It's important to commit to yourself with something. You'll all know what I'm talking about, no matter, it could be something simple, but it can be life changing. Life changing. This is the year to go after things. I mean, I'm working on big projects right now that I'm behind in. So this is the year I really want to like vamp it all, but you can't push things either. Even this is the year of the fire horse, which it is. Continue working through but don't force things. Don't push things because you can burn out. You go too fast, you can burn out just as easy. Universe will knock us down. Like my back went out. Universe knocked me down. Like slow down. Like stop. Like stop 20 hours a day. Stop. Like boof. What could you do? What could I do? I couldn't do nothing. So be careful this year. Be gentle on yourself. Gentle stretches and such like that. Wherever it is in the body, make sure you do that before and after. Don't push yourself. Listen to your body even more and more and more. So it's very important because as we end the end of the week, you're going to be feeling it. You're going to be like, oh my God, what happened this week? I feel very different. You could be hyperventilating a little bit from big decisions or certain things you had to deal with or face and such. That's all part of the transformation. Like, oh Lord, what the hell's now? What coming? But you have to stay positive in alignment. We can have our good and bad days and such like that. I have my little puppy Valentino. If I'm going through something, I can easily give him a hug, and I feel better. My little supporter. So you're going to be taking these action steps even more on the 27th. So you very well could be feeling a little bit more emotional as you're taking these steps forward. You could be moving in the weekend, the 28th on the weekend, feeling exciting, new things are starting. You could be starting a class that day, a new job, something, feeling nervous, and you're like, oh my God, this is so difficult. Starting a new job, you got to remember it takes time to learn everything, the system, whatever you're working on, training. Don't be hard on yourself. A new routine, anything new, it's like, okay, it takes time to adjust to it. So just really reflect back on what you've learned, especially if you're getting involved with something brand new. You could be like, oh, I'm feeling a little nervous about this, a little anxious. Oh my God, what if I fail? What if let all of that go? Like I'm always hard on myself, but it's like learn to surrender more. It's like just do your thing and then surrender it as you're working through it because you're stepping into your new life in more big steps in a more bold way this week, like even more. Really, oh my God, Jenny, what I went through on the Eclipse, oh my God, exactly. I get it. Believe me, what I went through during the eclipse, oh my God, I just don't talk about it. We all go through different things in life, right? So, but just really pay attention because what you're really working on now, and it very well could be today, you're starting a class today, a new job today, like a new routine, whatever it is, forward 6 months from now, see those results, whatever it is you're working on. Don't push, don't push, just go with the flow with that. Go with the flow. You're set up some intentions, be realistic, like be realistic with it. It will work with you. It really will. Certain results we're working on, we're doing. It's like, oh my God, now I got this to do. And yeah, I just thought I was completed this. And oh my God, now I want to change that. Oh, like, yeah, don't rush things. Like even my website, my new website, I just thought, oh, it's just about done. Then I'm like, oh my God, no. Oh, my Lord, now I got, oh, all of that kind of stuff. It's like, no, I'm changing everything. I'm done. Oh, now I'm waiting on this. And oh, go with the flow, don't panic. It's like, okay, it's better to take your time working on something that's important and be like, you know what, that feels right. I don't know about that. Just circle it. You can go back to it. Whatever it is, go with the flow because you're setting your future up right now. You really are. So this year is fast moving with that horse energy. Universal 1 year. Go and watch my predictions video I put out. It came out December. I did predictions for 2026. A lot of things that I mentioned has happened already and is happening. So, I'm just saying. So let's just pull a couple of cards here as well. I don't use cards with my clients because I'm clairvoyant. But we're doing this collectively. I don't know if any of you guys like the cards or like me using the cards. Make some comments. Let me know what's going on. So let's just pull a card just to see. I get pulled towards certain decks that I'm like, okay, Spirit, which decks do I use? Sometimes I have 10 decks here. Sometimes I have a couple. Well, let's ask the Spirit world, what's the message collectively from the 21st to the 27th? What's the energy? It's a message from the universe. You're going to be a little bit more flexible as well, spontaneous. The card here that fell out, re-energize your life, clear, positive space and harmony. I talked about we were going to be decluttering things last week. You might find that you're still going through things. Like I gave a ton of stuff away last week. You want it, come get it. I can't move, my back was out. So it's like you could find that you're still going through things to donate, to give away, to sell or whatever. With this equinox, wherever you are, you're moving into the springtime. Ooh, good weather's coming. Maybe you're moving into the autumn season where it's like, okay, winter's just, a time away. So now we have to do this and this and that, prepare. So there's certain things that you're going to be working on. So re-energize your life. And isn't that interesting? Look at the statue of the dragon dog. I actually have a dragon dog, a statue of a dragon dog. I bought it, oh, in the 80s. Oh my God, that in Vancouver. And I have it. It's actually, it's for protection. It's like a house protection and stuff. So there he is actually. And I just noticed that just now. So that's very cool. It's actually, I just love it. Valentino, he starts sniffing it. The dragon doll's taller than him right now. He's still a little baby. He's sleeping right now. I had him in my last video. We'll have to watch it. You can actually go see his Instagram profile, Valentino 2026 888 on Instagram. So, what is the message from the 21st to the 27th? What is the collective message here? Opportunity beckons. Oh my gosh, opportunity. How many of you had new opportunities come during the eclipse? Opportunities can be anything, like anything. The opportunities will continue. Spirit, I'm open to new opportunities that are best for my higher self, highest potential, highest growth. That's best for me. I will do that if I'm like, I need a new this or I need whatever it is. I will do that and I'll manifest things. We can get new opportunities with anything, but it's like pay attention to what's being offered, all of these different things. Does it work for me? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's like, this feels like the right path. Really pay attention to that. It could be the smallest little thing. As I mentioned, the smallest little change, the smallest opportunity can change into something very huge. You might even see that this week. Soul transformation on so many different levels. Simplest change can be the biggest change in your life for the better. You're in a really toxic relationship, let's say, and you're like, oh my God, if you ended that relationship, what's going to happen? Your life is going to change. So certain changes, small changes, big changes, you'll see that you're going to get pulled towards and do it and do it and do it. You know, last minute changes for this and this and that. So let's have a little chat with the animal world on the 21st, the 27th. I'm also an animal communicator. Talk to your animals who have passed and your animals who are still here presently. On my new website, everything's changed, you guys. You'll see it. You'll see it. It's going to be called soulworkwithjennyg.com. Right now, my current website is Soul Work with Jenny. So you'll see everything's changed. I've updated everything, absolutely everything. It was so old. I hadn't updated the website for years and years. Oh, that time the eclipse pushed it. So still working on that. Very well could go up this month, possibly. It very well could go up this month. It really depends. Like, you know, I thought it was going to, I thought it was almost at the end there. And then I'm like, what am I doing? Like, no, let's get rid of that. Let's put up, boof, something brand new. Everything will be current. Everything will be, you'll see it. 21st to the 27th. Oh my goodness. The donkey card fell out. Greece. You know, I vision donkeys as Greece Centauri. You know, we can sit on them when they walk up in Greece. You know, even actually in Arizona, the Grand Canyon, when I was there, you know, you can walk down to the end of the canyon, of course, which takes some time, but then you got to walk back up. They use donkeys to help people get back up. However, you have to book that ahead of time because they're very booked. Because people, they walk down to the bottom of the canyon, then they're too tired to walk back up. So, but you have to book that ahead of time. I found that out it's been quite some time since I was there, mind you. But anyways, I'm rambling on. The donkey, keep your heart open no matter what. Archangels Mary and Gabrielle. You know, whenever we're going through healing and hard times and stuff, it's important to hold on to the faith. Keep your heart open no matter what. You know what I mean? Relationships end, jobs end, circumstances end, but there's new beginnings. You know, making changes. Whenever there's changes, we're like, oh my God, look at all these changes. Oh my God. It's so easy to go into fear with things. I get it. Like I'm on my own. I do everything on my own here. I get it. 1,000%. Now I have my little puppy Valentino, of course, but we can easily go into fear. We all do. We're human beings. It's how we work through it. You know, keep moving forward no matter what. Surrender it. Hope for the best. You know, write it down. Everything that you want to happen. Dreams, be very specific, you guys. So now I also have a group on Facebook, Higher Vibes with Jenny G. Make some comments. Let me know what you guys are going on, and please like my video. It helps build the channel. You know, keep your eyes open for podcasts that are going to be coming back on. I'm going to be doing that. Probably starting back up at the end of April or so is my goal, because I'm working on other stuff right now as well, one step at a time, of course. So stay tuned. You'll be very surprised who I got coming on. So anyways, have an amazing week, you guys. If you want to book a reading with me, go to my current website, soulworkwithjenny.com. And even when my new one goes up, it'll redirect you to the new one if you go to the current one. So don't worry about that. Namaste.